Hello, ladies. This is what part is it for? Part 4 of making our lap book. So I went ahead and sewed around the entire cover. Bring it up closer so you can see that I did that. I also, before I did this off camera, I just put like the edge of a little doily here. I just liked the look of it. And I may still add some stuff to the cover, so but I'll wait till we're done working with the book before I do that. For the lap book, here's the back. I've back stitched at all my intersections where I started and stopped. This is what the inside looks like. I just used some elastic to hold this together so it wouldn't be flapping all around. That's what the inside looks like. I have a different thread on my bobbin than I do in my top. Just to be different, I guess. Just to see the combination of two different threads. So what I wanted to talk about today, or do today, is I want to have 3 signatures in my book, in my lap book. I keep forgetting to call it a lap book. That are staggered. So the last one's the biggest, the middle, and the first is the smallest. So I use scrap pieces for this. Pieces of file folder. So for this piece right here, folded in half, it's 3 1/4 inches folded. Okay. And then for my total length, when these aren't folded up, is 8 3/4. That's my total length. Then I fold it up 3/4. And I did this mostly because it was at these little, what am I trying? It's early in the morning here, so I'm sorry, I keep stuttering my words. It's where these little score lines were. So I just folded that up and I thought, well, later on, if I want to cut them off, I can. Later on, if I want to maybe make a flip and add a piece to it, I can. So I'm leaving them there for now until I figure out what I want to do with them. So when those are folded up, you have 8 inches, and I went all the way up to this part here. I know it has this, but I wanted to add that because I like the looks. Excuse me. I like the looks of it. So yeah, so I did that with all the pieces. So that's the first piece, the measurement for that first piece. This second piece is 4 1/2 folded. And then the total length is 9 1/2. This one was just happened to be a little bit bigger. So I folded up 1/2 inch to make 8 inches. If you don't have that much to fold up and you were on the score lines, you can just have that much. You don't need to have that amount folded up. You don't even need anything folded up. I just left them on there, like I said, in case I wanted to put something on there later. So 8 by 4 1/2. And then, yeah, I already told you the total measurement. And then my last one is 5 1/2 by 8. But the total measurement for that is where I did the fold is 8 3/4. So 5 1/2 by 8 3/4. And I just folded it up to 8 inches so it would fit nicely in my lap book. And I just left the top like that. I just thought it looked cool. Sorry, it's morning here. I just woke up not too long ago, so I sound like I just woke up. But I was excited to get up and work on this project, so here I am. Okay, so I thought maybe we would work on these and make maybe some flips to go in them. I don't know if I want to do a flip on every one of them, but I'm not sure about these yet. These pieces here. I think I am going to add another flip here to this. But I'll do that at a later time. I'm just going to put the elastic around it so it will stay put. I'm going to put another elastic around here so they won't be flapping. Flippy flapping. Flip flap. Flip flap paddywhack. I don't know why I just said that. You can make a song out of that. Instead of just a swinging, you could say just a flinging and flapping and flipping. Oh, dropping everything. Boys, I just noticed I gotta sweep my floor. My floor looks disastrous. Okay, I'm just putting the elastics that I dropped away. Okay, so there, I feel better about that. That'll stay put, and I'll be able to work through there. But I'm just gonna put that aside for right now. All that talking, holy moly. My fingernails are all gross because I was painting, doing some painting last night, and I didn't wash them. Yeah, that's pretty gross, huh? I should have washed my hands, but I didn't because it was late. And so, take me as I am. Okay. So I think this last one, I want to put a flip. Or do I want to do the middle one first? I don't know which one I want to do first. Let's do this one. Let's do this little short one, because I have a little piece right here I think would look kind of cool. And it doesn't need to be that long. I'm just using some scraps that I have here. Oh, this piece might be more like it. No, it's just a little too long. Or wide, I mean. So I'm using my scrap pieces. And I have a big scrap piece here. And I have tons of file folders, so I can cut more if I need to, but I'd like to use my scraps. So I think I'm just gonna glue that right there in the middle and make it some type of flip. But before I do that, I'm just wondering what it would look like if I folded it down a little bit, just to add some interest, and maybe paper punch that. Paper punch it. Maybe not as deep. Maybe I can leave it up here a little bit. Yep, I'm getting paint all over my project. Let me go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, much cleaner. Except for under my fingernails, I still have some crap under there, but they're a little cleaner. They're happy hands now. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that over, and I'm going to... Oh, I didn't show the paper punch I picked out. I just... one of those. It's real pretty and kind of lacy looking. Garbage. So there, we'll just have some type of flippy thing there up top too. We'll just glue that in. Not quite sure yet what I'm gonna do there. I could make a little notepad or something, but I want it to be full of little interactive bits and pieces, bits and bobs. Okay. Where's my pencil? Just so I know how far to come up with the glue. I just wiped that extra glue on my old nightshirt. Well, it's an old t-shirt. It's got holes in it, but it's so comfortable. Okay, so there's our little flip piece. What do I want to put on you? Let me move this big piece. We can have a piece that comes in like this and a piece that flips up. Or we could put this little tab piece. I kind of like that, because when you close it, the tab will be sticking out a little bit. But I think I want to do something. Paper punch these. Sorry, I'm not where you can see me. I forget sometimes. Okay. Okay, so we got two little flippy flaps. And over here, or over here, I want to add another flippy flap. I think maybe down on this one. I'll just use this piece that's got the scores. So on this part, you can do pretty much anything you're comfortable doing. Okay, how would this look and how would it... I could use... What could I use to... I'd have to use something to keep it closed. So, maybe... I'll put it over here. I'm just... Or will that be enough for that little one? I think maybe that will be enough, because once I add some stuff to it, pockets or whatever, I think that will be enough in there. So I might add a little notepad here. Let's set that one aside and let's pull the 4.5 one by 8. And a half by 8. Okay. I don't want to do the same thing. And I'll be covering all this stuff too, so this is just my base. I do want to put a little piece down across here. And there's the fold. So I wonder if I can cut that straight with my scissors. And I'm going to get a different paper punch. Get this one. My shoes are squeaky. I don't know why, because my floor is disgusting. It's funny because I'm sure that a lot of people, when they go into their craft room, they say, I'm going to clean. You get started. I'm just wondering how many people do this, because I do this. You get started cleaning and you look at your desk or you find something that really inspires you, and boom, there goes cleaning out the door. So that can be a little flap right there. I'm sure I'm not the only one that happens to. But eventually it will get cleaned. I don't have time for that stuff. For that cleaning stuff. Not in here anyway. The rest of the house is nice, but you walk in here, it's like a tornado hit. But I know where everything is. Okay, so that'll go like that. Do I want to make this a pocket or add another flippy? I'd have to take a little off that one if I wanted to make that a flip. How are we on time? 20 minutes already. Oh my goodness. Try to put this in a straight spot. It needs a lot of room. Hopefully you guys can see me, but if you can't, I'm just cutting off the little piece that I don't need. And I'm going to cut this off, this end where it's scored. Just going to set that aside. Okay. Oh, cool. So I'm just going to round this corner and give it a little flip like the other one. It's not exactly the same, but that's all right. Then I'm going to put it in here. And I am just going to glue right here and right here because I can get a little pocket out of there. That's what I think I'm going to do. Just making sure that... Okay, I'm just going to put a little pencil mark. So I know where to go with the glue. I might put a little dab on the bottom just for extra hold. Whoops. Okay, and put that flap up. I don't know yet for sure, but I may add a little bit of paper into each. Well, not that first one I did because I'm going to put a little notepad in there. But I may add like a little signature of like 4 pages. 4 or 5, you know, just a little something. Okay, so we got that and that. And what do we want to do over here? Do I want to have a piece coming down? What is this right here? Does this have the score lines? It does. I'm going to cut a piece over here. Trying to cut straight, but I know that's probably wonky. Okay, my pencil right about there. Trying to cut this straight. I don't know how well that worked, but we'll see once I lay it down here. Okay, I'm just gonna score that at this like second line here, this middle line. And I think I'm gonna paper punch this. It's raining outside. It's a yucky, nasty, rainy, dreary day. One of those days that you just want to wrap up in a blanket and binge watch your favorite series of shows. Saturday today. Okay. Put that right there. Alright, I'm going to get some glue on there and put that down. And I like this because I'm thinking I could thread some, I don't know, I'm not sure, something, and have that closed together, and then you open it up and then you have something. I don't know what yet, but so that one's done. I got 2 done. Will I have time to get our last one done in this video? I don't know. Not sure what I want to do here. I don't want them to all be the same, you know. I don't want them to be the same. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is take this piece, and I'll have to trim it down a little bit. So probably right about here. And I'm just going to try to cut straight and eyeball that. It's a little crooked, but I think it will be okay. And then I'm going to, I like this because it's already scored and all I have to do is fold it. Just by using my scraps. So I want to put this piece right here. So it will flop out. Oh, and I should have punched that before I did that because I wanted to have a pretty edge on that. I'm trying to hurry because I only have like 6 more minutes. To film. Okay. Then we'll put this piece right here and we'll do another flippy thing. We could always make a pocket out of this. Whoops, I went out too far. So I'm just going to glue that on there. Like that. So there. Flip out, flip up, and flip down. I'm not sure if I want to add anything else there, but I think that's good for now for those. So those will add quite a bit of bulk to the middle of the signature, and I hope I don't go over, I don't think I'd go over 2.5 inches, or I'm sorry, 1.5 inches, because I got to remember that I have a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here that I have to allow when it's closed. So that leaves me 1.5 inches. So I think I'll be all right. All right, so there you go. I'm gonna go, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me on part 4. I hope this is part 4. I lost track, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.